Hola, bienvenidos de nuevo a un nuevo capítulo de Game of Thrones. No recuerdo exactamente dónde estábamos, pero sé que estábamos en el primer capítulo. Y bueno, espero que os esté gustando. Y bueno, vamos a continuar. Ay, Dios, que me... Creo que sí, era aquí. De eso se me acordaba, pero...
Ethan? Ethan! I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And
Pues a lo
he
mejor
calls
es
you a
verdad.
milksop.
Ala.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities.
No
But you don't
puede...
need to be like them.
No puede prometer eso
I may have
porque...
to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Bueno, por lo menos no promete que no pueda cambiar.
But
Pero-
since you're the new lord, you can do
Pero
anything you want.
tendrá que
I
tener a
suppose.
los dos, no le queda otra.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
You have to understand. Being Lord is a great
Es que-
responsibility. I can't just fool around.
Thank you for that, Roderick.
Eso que vino, es que es verdad. Vamos a ver.
Quickly, on your feet.
Es que es cierto.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitetail has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
Es que no... A ver, yo sé que en estos juegos el silencio es una opción, pero a veces es mejor decir algo.
I told him. Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Silence won't work this time. You are the lord of this house.
No, sabía
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time
No
to
sé si
anger Lord
puedo
Whitehill any more
realmente.
than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House
no sé
Bolton.
qué...
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
¿Qué?
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
Anciano.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Foresters have shit on us for
Le acabo de
generations.
llamar anciano.
Well, now the
¿En serio?
Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the warden of the
Tampoco
north.
es tan mayor, o sea,
And we've
anciano.
been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Bueno, el que faltaba.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
¡Ay!
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their time. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you
Se lo
done
voy a
with him?
decir.
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all.
Hijo puta.
But this is not over.
No lo
It's over
dudo.
when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Sí, encuéntrala. Ala,
That
fuera.
lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say.
Otro que tal
I'll send
baila.
him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
Él... Ahí no pone nada, pero bueno.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
A ver qué... Esto es...
Ethan made this for me.
Muy bonito, ya me gustaría a mí saber hacer esas cosas. Madre mía.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Y una carta, creo. Leer. No, también podía mirar, pero...
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Bueno, después de esta parte, cuando ya se guarde, sí que lo vamos a dejar por hoy. Pero todavía queda, porque tiene que ser en otra parte. No sé muy bien dónde, porque no tengo ni idea ya.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider.
Tiene gracia que no me
A gift
acuerde.
from Roderick.
Ay, Roderick.
I hope to see them all someday.
Madre mía, muévete un poco. A ver.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Yo creo que...
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope
Es una carta de
and
su
can be a
madre,
powerful
creo.
ally, especially now when your family so desperately
Que por
needs
la
our
voz
help.
no... Uy, que nos llaman a la puerta. Madre, que no llego.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
No voy a mandarle fuera, me da pena.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
Hombre, no sé si amigas, pero...
I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Seguro que Cersei y Marjorie
They
están
appeared to be
hablando
having
de
some
mí.
sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Sabía algo sobre mí, o sea, sobre mí, sobre ella,
I
y
hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
de que
But I thought you
están...
ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Dijo buenas noches. Es que no vi el subtítulo, vi nada, me
Lady
pareció
Marjorie,
entender
you're
good
early.
night o algo así.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark.
Yo diría
It
que
raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the
sabía que
Royal
hablaban sobre ella.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Traidora, ¿por qué? Eso no...
She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I cannot apologize, my lady. I'm not a traitor.
I know you're not, but you must find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
La verdad es que Cersei y Lannister y... Es que se pronuncia Cersei, yo no sé por qué lo han doblado como
You'll be
Cersei.
fine. I know you will. You may
Si
feel
es
one
Cersei.
thing, but you must say another.
Es como... No sé si alguien ve en la serie... Iba a decir The Walking Dead y no es esa. Crónicas vampíricas, que apareció en... No me acuerdo en qué temporada. Un personaje que se llamaba Silas. Y lo doblaron como Silas. Yo no sé qué manía. Porque Cersei y Cersei...
You can do this.
En realidad estás leyendo el nombre, o sea, Cersei. Es como... no sé. Porque en realidad se llama Cersei. Y es... no sé. Yo que solía ver crónicas vampíricas en inglés con subtítulos en español, cuando escuché Silas y en realidad era Silas, digo yo, ¿qué coño es? No sé, me parecía muy raro.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Y lo mismo me pasa con esta serie. De verla en inglés... No sé, vamos a...
Your Grace.
The girl knows
¿Le
her
gusta?
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
Ahora
I
a ver
wasn't talking
si...
to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Sabía que si no...
Is your family loyal to the king?
O sea, si no hacemos
Perhaps
nada...
you should
no le-
ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
La verdad es que no sé
The
qué
girl
decir.
has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
No sé qué decirle, de verdad. Porque según digo cosas, pienso que nada le va a agradar a esta
Raises an
mujer.
interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
No sé qué decir.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves. pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
No sé qué decir realmente.
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let
would...
the girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either.
Además me mira como raro.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
No creo que le haya gustado las cosas que he dicho.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once.
Ahora sí, después de esto ya lo
Even then he
dejamos.
didn't trust Roose Bolton.
No creo que nadie confíe en ese
We
hombre.
only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
Rose Bolton, o sea, no.
You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise
No
not
la quieres complacer, pero tampoco
I
enfadarla.
suppose the
Cuidado.
crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei.
No
Although
creo.
what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
No, de momento no. Me temo que no.
It may be far too dangerous.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
Está
I admire
bastante.
your
Está buena nuestra familia como para.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Aquí
3
está con
beautiful
Sansa,
bottles
es
of
verdad.
Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Bueno, ahora sí creo que lo vamos a dejar aquí. Bueno, cuando se guarde. Y en el siguiente capítulo continuamos. Sí, aquí ya creo que se guardó. Ahora... Vale, voy a comprobar que se haya guardado. Vale, sí. Sí, se ha guardado. Lo que voy a mirar, una cosa, es si en el códex de personajes y tal, que es aquí, si se añadieron personajes que han salido ahora en el juego, o si solo son si solo son los Foresters, perdón. No creo, porque... O a lo mejor sí. Ah, sí, no hay más, vale. Bueno, por lo visto. Nuestras decisiones es... Solo el 37. Vale, solo el 37. Le juraron lealtad a Marjorie. Yo no sé si eso es una buena decisión o una mala decisión, pero bueno. Igual ya lo hice, no voy a cambiar eso. Solo el 37% le juraron lealtad a Marjorie. Creo que se pronuncia Marjorie, pero bueno. En fin, en el siguiente capítulo continuamos. Espero que os esté gustando y gracias por verlo.